Good day everyone, this is now week 5 of 4th quarter, and into this week, we are expected to explain the HTML font size, specify and explore the HTML font size, specify the font size of the web page content, change and use the font size of HTML code. So as you noticed in our previous discussion video, the main content of our web page is text. So in connection to that, we should know where to place our text. We should know how to change the size of our text, and we should know also how to change the styles and colors of our text. But for this week, let us focus first on the font size, and the rest will be in our next lessons. So for better understanding, let's do the demonstration. So as I said in our previous discussion video that the day 1 will be a demonstration. So it's up to you if you want to do it or not. But the main activity or your activity for this week will be on the day number 2. So that is required po. Okay, now in our demonstration, step number 1 will be opening your notepad. Step number 2, type in the following code on our notepad. You can add also the attribute as follows. So this will be the format in changing the font size of our text or the text of our web page. So as you can see, we specify here, still meron pa rin tayong ganitong symbol. Then we specify also what will be the tag or what will be the action, which is the font size, equals to the value of the font size. Reminder that the value of our font size will be number 1. It can be 1 to number 7. Of course, value number 1 will be the smallest, and of course, value number 7 will be the biggest font size. But the default, if you do not change or if you don't change the font size of the text of your web page, then the default font size of this one will be 3. Okay, the default font size will be 3, which will be automatically displayed if you will not specify the font size. So our format here will be font size equal to the value of the font size, then followed by this symbol. Then after this symbol will be the content or your sentence, the content of your web page. Then notice that in our code we are adding another HTML tag, which is this tag. Okay, the meaning of this tag will be break or line break. This is now what we call the line break, which is known as an empty tag. Why do we call it as an empty tag? Because this tag has no end tag. So as you notice, in our HTML tag or in our tags, it has beginning tag and it has also end tag. But for the line break, it doesn't have end tag, which means you can put this empty tag in the different part of the content of your web page. The meaning of the line break from the name itself is that you are going to break the line. Let's say for example, you have the full sentence there. Then if you put the line break in between of your sentence, then the rest of your sentence will go down. So it will break the line. So that is why we call that tag as a line break, because it will break the line. Okay, so for better understanding, this will be our expected result. For better understanding, let us now open our notepad and let us use the font size tag and the empty tag, or known as empty tag, which is the line break tag. So first, type in our code, which is start at HTML. Let's follow our module. Okay, then we have also end or head, then the title, which will be your name, example, my name, and your section. Then, of course, we have our end tag. Then, end head. Then, we have body. Beginning body. Then, after beginning body will be the font size tag. So, always remember our formula for the font size. So we have font size then equals to value. So for the first value, let us assign it as number 1. So for the first value, assign it as number 1, and if you are going to enter the value of your font size, make sure that it is enclosed with a double quotation mark. Again, double quotation mark, it is not 2 single quotation mark. 2 single quotation mark is not accepted. So how are you going to create a double quotation mark using your computer keyboard? So just press and hold. Again, press and hold the shift key, hold it, then press double quotation mark, then release your computer keyboard. Again, while pressing the shift key or while pressing and holding the shift key, you should press the double quotation mark, because if you press the double quotation mark without the shift key, then it will create single quotation mark. Then if you put again, then that is 2 single quotation mark. It is not double quotation mark. It is not known as double quotation mark in our computer. So you need to press and hold the shift key, then double quotation mark. Then after that, close the tag. Then we have our the content of our web page. What will be? This is the font size. This is the font size 1. That will be our content. This is the font size 1. Then we have the end font size. End font. Then we are going to put here our line break. But for now, I'm not going to put, sige, let's put the line break para makita sana. Okay, so that is the line break. It doesn't have end tag. It doesn't have end tag. That's why we call it as empty tag. So we can copy this one, then paste it, then change the value of our font size. Then paste, change value, paste, okay. So let's change the value, different value. Okay, the same formula but different font size or different value of our font size. Then as you notice, we doesn't have end tag, body or end body, then put also end HTML. Okay, so that is our code for today. So the title will be our name, then we have the font size number 1, font size number 2, font size number 3, font size 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then we put also the line break every after or every end of the 1. So it means this line break or after number 1, then it will break the line. Then this number 2 or this second statement will go down. Then break the line again, then this will go down or this content will go down. So let's save our notepad to see the result. And the name of our note or of our new HTML code will be my font size.html. Press Ctrl S to save it. I'm going to save it on my desktop. Then my font size.html. Okay, then save. After saving it, let's minimize everything to see the result and to open our web page. So this is our web page, my font size. Double click to open it. Okay, so this will be the result. So right after number 1 or after number 1, it has a line break. So it will break the line. So it has also line break up to the end of our of the content of our web page. So what if we don't have a line break? So let's say, for example, let us remove this line break. What will happen? So let's remove our line break. Okay, let's remove 3 of our line break. Then let's see the result. Refresh. Then it will continue. It doesn't have a line break. Then it will continue as one sentence. So that is the purpose of the line break. So what if we put a line break here and here, but we don't have a line break on the first one? So let's see the result. So there, the first statement and the second statement is considered as one sentence. Okay, considered as one sentence because it doesn't have a line break. Reminder that you can put the line break in any part of your sentence. You can put it here. Let's say, for example, let's put it here because this is an empty tag. It doesn't have an end tag. So let's say, for example, after this is the, para mas makita, so you can see it, let's put it, let's bring it back. Then font size number 7, let's put our line break here. So it has still a line break there. So right after the word the, it will break the line, and this font size or the word font size 1 will go down. Then line break again. Okay, so reminder that the line break is an empty tag. So you can put a line break in any part of the content of your web page. It doesn't have an end tag, that's why we call it as empty tag. So refresh. So as you can see, right after the word the, okay, after the word the, then the word font size will go down. Then the next word should be go down because it has a line break again. So that is the purpose of our line break. It will break the line. Okay, so it will break the line. So I guess you can use the line break or this tag in a different scenario. Just put the word or just put this tag in any part of your web page. It's up to you. It can be on the first part of your web page before the first content. You can do that. Then refresh, then it will go down. Okay, so that is, it has a space there because we have their line break. If you want to put another line break or 3 line break, then it is still acceptable. It has 3 space now. Okay, so that is the purpose of the line break. It will break the line of your sentence or the line of the content of your web page. So I guess you understand already what is the purpose of the line break and how to change the font size of our text in our web page. So just use the tag font size, then put there the value, and the value is enclosed with double quotation mark. And if you use the font size or the beginning font size, you make sure that you have the end font. Okay, end font to end the font or end the font size tag. Okay, so that is the purpose of the font size tag, and or that is how are you going to change the font size, and that is how are you going to use the line break. So I guess you understand that. So good luck in your activity, and of course for your activity you're going to use the day number 2 procedure. So do the following. So, ulitin nyo lang po siya. Ulitin nyo lang po yung day number 1 natin. You're just going to do it again, but in a different scenario. So, this will be your expected output. So, what will be the font size of the word name? So, the bigger size, that is number 7. And that what will be the font size of our second? Then, that will be number 3. So, parang ganun. Okay? So, just follow the procedure. Step number 1, open the notepad, and on the title of your web page should be your name. Again, the title of your web page should be your name. Example will be this one, Robin Padilla, section 1. Name and your section. Then, create a new HTML code that will show your name, section, age, birthday, address. Then, save it as activity3 font size.html. So, reminder that you need to type also the word name, age, birthday, and address, and their font size should be number 6. Again, font size of this one should be number 6, and your information should be number 3. And of course, your output should look like the following below. So this one. Okay, you're just going to change the font size of the word name, and change the font size of the information that you're going to give on the name. Then after your information, then what will be the next? That will be line break. Line break, then the word section, change the font size, then number 1, then line break again, then age 20, then line break up to the last. Okay, so that will be your expected output. So good luck and stay safe, Louisians.